네, 그럼 오늘은 누구 이야기를 들어볼까요?
So today we have a clip sent to us from Alex from the USA.
알렉스 씨는 어떤 후회를 가지고 있는지, 후회가 많은지 적은지 궁금한데요. 바로 불러볼까요?
Alex 씨,
나와주세요.
I definitely have a lifetime full of regrets. And one of my biggest regrets has got to be not taking learning an instrument seriously. When I was young, I played piano, and I'd learned a lot, I guess. I did it because my parents told me to. And after that, I played guitar, I played bass guitar, but I never really practiced those as much. And so even though I had a guitar or I had a bass guitar, I never developed my skill. But luckily, I did have that piano background, so that when I finally picked it up again, maybe at the end of college, the end of university, I was able to jump back into it a little faster. But, you know, all my other friends are really good at it, and I get jealous when I see them getting to perform on stage or do live shows, and I'm just sitting in the audience thinking, man, I wish I had really taken this seriously and become good at an instrument. But it's never too late to start, right?
That's right. It's never too late to start.
네, it's never too late to start anything. 뭐든지 이제라도 시작하면 되겠죠? 영어 공부도 포함해서요.
Of course, it's never too late to even start learning English. So thanks for joining us here on the show today.
That's right. Thanks for watching. And if you are watching our show for the first time, you can start learning with us today. Starting from this very moment. 자, 그럼 알렉스 씨가 어떤 이야기를 했는지 한 줄 한 줄 공부해 볼 텐데요.
Okay, so the very first line, actually right away we have something a little bit fast. So first, let's take a look at the clip.
I definitely have a lifetime full of regrets. I definitely have a lifetime full of regrets.
문장이 길지는 않은데 조금은 듣기 어려웠던 부분들이 있어요.
Okay, so let me just read the whole thing that he said for you.
네.
I definitely have a lifetime full of regrets.
일단 I definitely 이 부분도 빨랐고요. Definitely have a lifetime full of regrets. Full of regrets. Full of regrets.
Full of regrets.
네.
Full of regrets.
여러분도
right?
한번 큰 소리로 따라해 보세요. Full of. Full of. 그 다음에 of 하고 regrets.
Full of regrets.
네.
Full of regrets.
Full of regrets. 약간 그 of regret 할 때 이 부분이 조금 어려울 수 있을 것
of
같고요.
regrets.
네.
Of regrets.
Of regrets. 뭐 전부 연음을 하면 그렇게 이제 뭐 발음 자체가 생소하진 않을 텐데 definitely have 하면은 분명히 뭐가 있다라는 말이고요. Lifetime full of regrets. 후회되는 일들이 결과적으로 많다라는 얘기죠. Even though he says lifetime, you don't really have to give it too much meaning.
Right, especially because he's still very young by the looks of it. So he doesn't have a full lifetime full of regrets, but he just wants to let you know he has many.
그렇죠.
Yeah.
사실은 이제 lifetime이라고 하면 뭐 수명을 가리키고 인생 전체를 가리킬 수도 있는데 이 말은 그냥 강조해서 저는 평생이 후회로 가득 찼다. 그만큼 아주 많은 후회들을 가지고 있다라고 지금 강조하는 상황입니다. 이 부분 다시 들어보시죠.
I definitely have a lifetime full of regrets. I definitely have a lifetime full of regrets.
So what is his regret? One of his regrets, that is. And one of my biggest regrets has got to be not taking learning an instrument seriously.
네.
And one of my biggest regrets has got to be not taking learning an instrument seriously.
이 문장을 완전히 이해하시려면 크게 세 가지 구조를 아셔야 되는데 첫 번째는 one of my 뭐뭐뭐 biggest regrets 중에 하나는 이라는 부분이고요. 두 번째는 has got to be so and so 분명히 이거다. 앞에 나왔던 definitely 하고 비슷하죠. is definitely. 네,
Yeah.
뒤에 나오는 내용이고요. 똑같이 has got to be. My closest friend has got to be him or her. 뭐 이런 형태로 쓸 수 있고요.
My favorite Korean food has got to be 공비지찌개 in the winter.
네, 분명히 이거일 거야라고 말할 때 has got to be 또는 그냥 has to be.
Yeah, has to be or definitely is.
맞아요. 여러 가지로 쓸 수 있는데 그 중에 하나입니다. 그 다음에 세 번째로 여러분이 아셔야 하는 이 구조는 taking something seriously or take something seriously, right?
Yeah, so when you take something seriously, it means that you're putting all of your effort into it.
Exactly.
You're doing it, you're putting a lot of effort
네.
into it.
그래서 제대로 하는 거죠. 제대로 똑바로 하지 않은 것이 즉 악기를 learning an instrument 자체를 seriously하게 받아들이지 않았다. 즉 악기를 제대로 배우지 않은 것이 가장 큰 후회 중 하나라고 합니다. Let's hear more about instruments.
Okay, he says, when I was young, I played piano, and I learned a lot, I guess. When I was young, I played piano, and I learned a lot, I guess.
어렸을 때 I played piano, 피아노를 쳤었고 and I learned a lot, I guess. 네, I learned a lot 이라고 말하면 확신에 찬 말을 하는 건데
Right.
I guess 하면 배웠겠죠?
Yeah, I kind of learned it, and it also means that he forgot the things that he learned as well.
그렇죠. 지금은 그걸 가지고 있지 않은 거예요.
Right.
그 지식을. I hung out a lot with my elementary school friends, I guess.
Yeah.
그렇게 하면 이제 초등학교 친구들하고 많이 놀았겠죠. 지금은 기억은 안 나지만
Yeah.
그 친구들이랑 지금 연락을 주고받지는 않겠지만 많이 친구들과 밖에서 놀았겠죠.
Or you can put I guess at the beginning and say, I guess I had fun with my friends.
그렇죠. 지금과는 조금 단절된 사실을
Yeah.
이야기할 수 있습니다. And then
I did it because my parents told me to. I did it because my parents told me to.
I did it. Did what?
Learn the piano.
그렇죠. 피아노를 배웠고 뭐 또는 쳤었고 cause는 줄임말이죠. 바로
Because
my parents told me to. 부모님이 시켜서 부모님이 하라고 해서 했었고요.
and he says, and after that I played guitar. I played bass guitar. And after that I played guitar. I played bass guitar.
그런 다음에 I played guitar, I played bass guitar. So for someone like me who doesn't know much about music, 저는 음악에 대해서 그렇게 잘 알지는 못하는데 저도 기타를 조금 배워본 적은 있어요. 베이스 기타는 다른 거죠. It's something else.
Yeah, it's different.
네.
I don't know exactly how it's different
네.
because I don't play the guitar. I do play the violin. It's like violin and viola, guitar and bass guitar.
그렇죠.
The bass guitar has a much deeper sound.
Yeah,
right?
so it's a different instrument.
Right, it's a totally different instrument.
그래서 다른 악기 두 개를 서로 다른 악기 두 개를 이야기하고 있는 겁니다. 기타를 쳤었고 그다음에 베이스 기타를 쳤었대요. Alright, let's move on.
But I never really practiced those as much. But I never really practiced those as much.
네, 이런 문장이 특히 보시면 어려운 단어가 없어요. Never 아시죠? Really 아시죠? Practice 아시죠? Those 그것들 아시죠? As 알고요. Much 알아요. 그렇지만 딱 읽고 나서 누군가가 방금 그 문장을 번역해 보세요라고 했을 때 뭐였지? 라고 약간 눈치만 보게 되는 상황이 자주 있을 수 있어요. 왜냐하면 무엇을 지금 가리키고 있는지 앞에 문장에 주의를 기울이지 않으면 어려울 수 있거든요. I never really practiced those는 뭐예요?
Those are the guitar and bass guitar, I'm
맞아요.
guessing.
기타와 베이스 기타들을 여기서 those라고 하는 거고요. As much는 뭐만큼? As much as what?
Maybe as much as he played piano or just a good amount in general.
네,
A lot.
맞아요. 두 가지로 볼 수 있겠죠. 그냥 많이 못했다라는 걸 수도 있겠지만 여기서는 as much니까 as much as the piano. 피아노만큼은 많이 안 쳤대요. 그러니까 피아노를 배웠었고 많이 배운 것 같고 그다음에 기타도 있었고 베이스 기타도 있었는데 그거는 피아노만큼은 안 쳤다. Okay, let's move on.
And he says, and so even though I had a guitar, I had a bass guitar, I never developed my skill. And so even though I had a guitar, I had a bass guitar, I never developed my skill.
네, 일단 이 문장이 오면 조금 헷갈리긴 해요. 기타라고 하다가 갑자기 바꿔서 지금 베이스 기타가 있는 거, 즉 기타라고 대충 일반화시켜서 말했다가 to be specific, 구체적으로 말하면 베이스 기타였고라고 가는 건지 아니면 기타도 있었고
And a bass guitar.
이거는 본인 말고는 알 수 없어요.
Yeah.
그렇죠?
So we have no idea.
네, 그래서 둘 다 있었다고 가정을 하고, so even though 비록 뭐뭐 했지만 기타도 있고 베이스 기타도 있었는데, I never developed my skill. 네, 실력을 developed.
To develop something is something that you make better and better.
맞아요. improve나 뭐 make better 할 수 있겠죠. 실력을 키우지 못했어요. But
luckily, I did have that piano background. But luckily, I did have that piano background.
그렇지만 피아노를 친 경험이 있어서 또는 배경이 있어서라고 번역할 수 있겠죠. I did have 왜 여기서는 that이라고 했을까요?
That is because it was that one time when he learned it. It's a specific case.
네.
And so he wants to let us know, oh, I have that piano background.
그렇죠. 일종의 지금까지 살아오면서의 타임라인이 있었다면
Yeah.
그거를 이야기하니까 that을 썼고 앞에서 이 피아노 이야기를 하지 않았더라면 that을 안 썼을 거예요. He's also using that because he mentioned piano. before.
Right, before.
네, 그래서
But before he mentioned the guitar one.
맞아요.
So on this timeline of speaking, it's even farther back.
그래서 그 아까 이야기 살짝 했었던 그 피아노 쳤던 경험이 있어서라는 말인데요. 이거는 응용할 수 있어요. For example, if you do taekwondo for a long time and you change over to something else, kickboxing, maybe you are good with your kicks. 태권도를 했다가 킥복싱으로 넘어가게 되면 발차기를 잘할 수 있겠죠. 그러면 you can say you have that taekwondo background.
Oh yeah. So because I have that taekwondo background, I can be good at kickboxing right now.
Yeah, 이렇게 응용할 수 있겠습니다. Let's move on.
Okay. So in the next one, he says it a little bit fast. So first, let's take a look at the clip.
So that when I finally picked it up again, maybe at the end of college, the end of university. So that when I finally picked it up again, maybe at the end of college, the end of university.
At the end of what? The sentence?
한번 내용을 확인해 보겠습니다.
Okay, so he said, so that when I finally picked it up again, maybe at the end of college, at the end of university.
네, 한번 그 뜻부터 보면요. So that 그러니까 피아노를 친 경험이 있어서
Right.
so that 하면은 그래서라는 뜻인데 so that when I finally picked it up again 피아노가 아니군요. 기타죠. 기타를 다시 집어들었다가 아니고 he didn't pick it up from the floor. He picked it up as a hobby.
As a hobby again.
예.
Right.
네, 그래서 다시 시작했다는 뜻이고요. 그 pick up 뒤에 나오는 그 취미를 다시 시작한다는 거죠. 아까 핵심 문장에서도 소개를 했었습니다. So when I finally picked it up again, 기타를 다시 시작했을 때는 maybe 언제였더라? 아마 이때쯤이었을 거예요 하는 부분이 빨랐죠. So maybe when?
Okay.
Maybe when?
When?
At the end of?
At the end of college, at the end of university.
네, 여기가 진짜 빨랐어요. 어떻게 발음됐었죠?
At the end of college, at the end of university.
네,
At the end of college, at the end of university.
맞아요. 이렇게 발음이 되는 부분 주의하시면서 뭐 at the end of college라고 말하거나 at the end of university라고 말하거나 똑같은 뜻이죠.
Right. But for some reason, he just decided to say them both.
네, 그러니까 뭐 의미는 중복되는 거고요. 이 부분 다시 확인해 보시겠습니다.
So that when I finally picked it up again, maybe at the end of college, the end of university. So that when I finally picked it up again, maybe at the end of college, the end of university.
Okay, and he's telling us still about because he had the piano thing, he was able to pick it up faster. So
Yes.
I was able to jump back into it a little faster. I was able to jump back into it a little faster.
I was able to라는 것은 과거에 무언가를 할 수가 있었다, 가능성이 있었다, 가능했다라는 말이죠. 그래서 다시 jump back into it a little faster. 조금 더 빨리 jump back into it 할 수 있었는데요. So what is jump back into
When
it?
you jump back into something, it means that you are getting good at something fast. In this case.
That's right.
Right.
In this case. So jump back into 여기서 말하는 거는 결과적으로 바로 앞에 나왔던 pick it up again. 똑같은 거죠. 다시 시작한다는 말입니다. Physically, if you jump into something, you can jump into a pool, you can jump into maybe a ball pit,
Yeah.
or something like
You
that.
can jump into anything. So if you think about it, if you've jumped into something, it means that you are in that activity or doing that thing very well.
네.
You're in it.
네, 그래서 다시 취미를 시작하는데 또 점프가 있으니까 조금씩 걸어 들어가는 게 아니고 뛰어 들어가는 거잖아요. 그래서 갑작스럽게 다시 시작했을 때에도 좀 더 빨리 배울 수 있었습니다. 다음 문장.
But you know, all my other friends are really good at it. But you know, all my other friends are really good at it.
네, 지금 이제 알렉스 씨는 그냥 취미로 그만뒀다가 다시 배우고 이렇게 하고 있는데 all my other friends, 제 다른 친구들은 전부 다 모두 really good at it. 굉장히 기타를 잘 쳐요라고 이야기하는 거죠. Maybe yeah, he's jealous and he also mentions some examples of being really good at it, right?
And And I get jealous when I see them getting to perform on stage or do live shows.
그렇죠.
And I get jealous when I see them getting to perform on stage or do live shows.
이게 이제 실제 예들인데 these
Yeah,
are some examples
the examples.
of how good they are.
Yeah, they're on stage and they're doing actual shows.
Yeah, and not just any shows, live
Live
shows.
shows.
네, 일단 번역을 해보자면 And I get jealous. 저는 부러워집니다. 부러운 마음을 느끼는 거죠. When I see them 누구?
His friends who are really good at the guitar.
That's right. 그래서 친구들이 getting to라는 것은 get to는 무언가를 하게 되는 거죠.
Right, they have the opportunity to
그렇죠.
perform on stage.
Exactly. 기회가 생기는 것을 말합니다. 기회가 생겨서 하게 됐을 때 perform on stage, 무대 위에서 공연을 하거나 또는 do live shows,
Wow.
라이브 공연을 하면 부러워진대요.
Yeah.
In Korean, so we say 라이브 공연을 하다, and it's apparently the same in English.
Yeah, it's the same. We do a live show. One of the cases where they're the same.
Yeah. Can you also say perform a live show?
Yep, you can say perform a live show, or we usually say have a live performance
Have a
in
live
that case.
performance. Or you can also say put on a live show. 네.
For sure.
네, 라이브 쇼 또는 라이브 퍼포먼스를 가지고 다양하게
Yeah.
다양한 동사들을 쓸 수 있습니다.
Okay, and the next one is, and I'm just sitting in the audience thinking. And I'm just sitting in the audience thinking.
친구들이 이렇게 공연을 하고 있는 사이에 알렉스 씨는 무엇을 하고 있는가? And I'm just sitting in the audience thinking. 관객석에 앉아서 관중 사이에 앉아서 생각을 하고 있는 거죠. 그러면서 부러운 건데 audience에 대해서 짧게 말씀드리자면 audience는 일반적으로 세지 않아서
Right.
관객 3명이라고 할 때도 3 audiences,라고 하지 않고
Right, you have to say 3 audience
Members.
members. Or 3 people in the audience.
이런 형태로 표현을 합니다. 다음 문장 볼까요?
So in the audience, he thinks, man, I wish I had really taken this seriously and become good at an instrument. Man, I wish I had really taken this seriously and become good at an instrument.
여기서 man이라는 것은 누군가 남자를 가리키는 말이 아니고 그냥
Right.
감탄사이죠.
Just like,
이런
man.
네, 이런 뜻으로 쓰이는 감탄사이고요. 그냥 소리라고 생각하시면 되겠습니다. I wish I had really taken this seriously. Take something seriously 다시 나오고 있죠. 제대로 할 걸.
Right.
And become good at an instrument. 악기 하나를 잘 다루게 되었더라면 좋았을 텐데라고 I wish 바래본다라는 뜻이죠. And then we have one last sentence.
The final sentence, but it's never too late to start, right? But it's never too late to start, right?
네, 그래도 아직 늦지 않았겠죠? 라고 여러분에게 질문을 하고 있습니다. And your answer is it's not
No,
late.
it's never too late to
Never,
start.
yeah, it's never too late. 자, 그러면 알렉스 씨의 이야기는 여기까지 들어보고요. 다시 복습을 해보겠습니다.
Okay, let's watch.
I definitely have a lifetime full of regrets. And one of my biggest regrets has got to be not taking learning an instrument seriously. When I was young, I played piano, and I'd learned a lot, I guess. I did it because my parents told me to. And after that, I played guitar, I played bass guitar, but I never really practiced those as much. And so even though I had a guitar or I had a bass guitar, I never developed my skill. But luckily, I did have that piano background, so that when I finally picked it up again, maybe at the end of college, the end of university, I was able to jump back into it a little faster. But, you know, all my other friends are really good at it, and I get jealous when I see them getting to perform on stage or do live shows, and I'm just sitting in the audience thinking, man, I wish I had really taken this seriously and become good at an instrument. But it's never too late to start, right? I definitely have a lifetime full of regrets, and one of my biggest regrets has got to be not taking learning an instrument seriously. When I was young, I played piano, and I'd learned a lot, I guess. I did it because my parents told me to. And after that, I played guitar, I played bass guitar, but I never really practiced those as much. And so even though I had a guitar or I had a bass guitar, I never developed my skill. But luckily, I did have that piano background, so that when I finally picked it up again, maybe at the end of college, the end of university, I was able to jump back into it a little faster. But, you know, all my other friends are really good at it, and I get jealous when I see them getting to perform on stage or do live shows and I'm just sitting in the audience thinking, man, I wish I had really taken this seriously and become good at an instrument. But it's never too late to start, right?
네, 이번에는 재미있는 표현들 또 배우러 가보겠습니다.
Okay, it's time for Street Smart.
스마트!